Hey, you guys, and welcome to Book Haul Monday, where there's a book haul every Monday while supplies last. I should probably say at this point when I have supplies, but yeah, whatever. So, long time no see. I know it has been a while since I have filmed and uploaded a video. Such shamefulness. Or should I say uploaded a video, because I have tried to film once or twice and it just hasn't worked out too much. But I was bound and determined to at least do one for this month. Before heading off into the next month. So first off, let's go to the channel updates, and then we'll move on to my book haul that I have to show you. So I've been having computer problems, if that wasn't obvious enough, and it's just been, it's been happening for a while. As you guys know, my uploading has been slightly sporadic. Like usually I try to upload at least once or twice a week, but then it was like one a week, and then none the next week, and then you know, every other week. But then it just all came to a head and just got irritating and just got frustrated, and I wanted to just throw the computer down and stump on it. So then I was just like, okay, you need to take a step back and just let it go for a while. So that's what I did. Basically, whenever I plug in my SD card into my computer, like it will come up and everything, but whenever I try to play the video to make sure it's the right one that I'm going to upload to my channel, it won't play it. It'll press play and stutter play, and you really can't see or do anything. And once in a while, if you jiggle it just right, maybe you'll like get it, which is why it was sporadic until I could find it. And that was mainly a problem because I mass filmed. And then, so I film a bunch of video at once, and then I have to pick which one I was going to put up, so that was a problem. And then once in a while, I put up the wrong one, so by taking a guess, and then that just, you know how long it takes to upload a video, so basically, just that explanation is probably giving you a headache. Imagine what I went through. Yeah, so not fun, you guys. So that was happening. Hopefully I can get this problem fixed soon. I don't know even how, but right now my car is a priority because when it rained, it pours. You guys, just problems everywhere. My computer started acting funny too, and I was like, hey, you hold on, okay? So car first, then computer if nothing else comes up, okay? So moving on to the book haul. This is a I-1 edition, so that, for those of you who don't know, that means I won a couple of giveaways, and these books are all the ones that I acquired for July and August. So most of them are going to be ebooks, but I do have a few solid books for you. The first one I got from Goodreads, and it's a graphic novel actually, and it is Welcome to Gotham Academy Volume 1, and I heard lots of good things about this series from people who seem to have read it in my feed, and they seem to like it, and the pictures seem to be nice. So I'm looking forward to this one. It just follows this girl, Olivia Silverlock, and she was in a mysterious incident over summer break, I guess, and she has like amnesia and an unease of bats. So this is going to be interesting. I think Bruce Wayne might make an appearance or so, since this takes place in Gotham City. And then they just gave me this DC Entertainment essential graphic novels for 2015. So it's just like a bunch of graphic novels that they would recommend and stuff like that. So that was interesting. I've looked through it once or twice, but haven't gotten all the way through it, and I haven't started this one yet, but I will hopefully soon. And then the next thing that I got from Goodreads is 2 years, 8 months, and 28 nights by Salman, Rushdie. I will be leaving links to all the books that I talk about down below. But this one, a storm hits New York City, and all these people who, a gardener, he finds out that his feet no longer touch the ground. A graphic novelist awakens to an entity that resembles one of his creations, and so on and so forth. We follow a mix of characters who, as we find out, are, well, not find out, it's on the back of here, but they are descended of this genie princess, and she had got with this mortal, and through the generations there are quite a few scatteredness of her kin, which is going to come into play when the Jinn world experiences some upheaval, and it kind of spills over into the other world. And yeah, so there's a thing, and it lasts for 2 years, 8 months, and 28 nights. And during that time, frame, that is what this book will take over as far as I know, since it's a standalone as far as I know. So I'm looking forward to seeing that and everything that happens. The next book that I won, it was in a Twitter giveaway, and I actually just got it in today, and it is Illuminae by Amie, Kaufman, and Kristoff, and this is the advanced reader's copy that has been going around. It was so beautiful. I had been envying everybody who got one, because look at it, it looks so nice. They have like all this stuff, like, you guys, you don't even know. I was just like in awe for like just staring at it and touching it, and it came with this bookmark, The Prince of Shadows, and then this bookmark of the person who I won it from, www.polishpageturners.com, and I believe it was, I think it was Katie that I won it from. It has Katie and Kylie. They both run the blog as far as I know, so I will be linking their blog and Twitters down below. And then they gave me this tattoo, I don't know of which. I can't really see it since it's backwards, so, but it might be for you guys. So this Illuminae follows, it takes place in the year 2057, I believe, and these two warring factions are fighting over this planet, except it's really bad for the planet because there are people who inhibit it, so they're trying to like run away, and then stuff happens, and I guess some hackers, like this is just like a hackers assembled these files, and that's what we're reading, so I'm really excited to get on with that. And then for review, I got Armada by Ernest Cline. I'm so excited to read this because I love Ready Player One, and most of you guys probably know what this is about, but for those of you who don't, it's just about this guy, this boy. He's in school one day and he sees like these flying ships. At first he thinks he's dreaming, then he's not, and then he's called on, I think by the government, to like use his gaming skills in order to help defeat these aliens. So I'm really looking forward to this. I've been trying not to, even though I heard mixed things, I really want to form my own opinion about how it's going to go. So there we go. I'm really excited for that. And then look, I got a new Kindle. What? So it's been a while since I've had a Kindle, and this is my first time. This is an original Kindle Fire, so it wasn't that much money on eBay, so I decided to like go ahead and get it. So I'm really excited. I've been really enjoying it, and of course been Kindle crazy. So let's go ahead and get started because I have a lot to show you. So the first one is Magonia by Dahvana Headley. And most of you guys will have seen this before. It was $1.99 on the Kindle, and I've heard like a little mixed things, not too much about it, but it really seems up my alley. From what a lot of people thought they heard, it was just weird. Anyways, about this girl, and she's like allergic to air on Earth, and then something happens. I don't know what exactly, but I'll link it down below so you guys can check out the synopsis. I'm really looking forward to it. And then the next book I own, which you'll hear a lot physically, but it was $1.99 on the Kindle, and I actually just read it a couple of days ago, so really excited that it was $1.99 on the Kindle. And it is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. You can't really see it, they won't show the cover on this version, but I really enjoyed it. I actually read it on the Kindle because I was using my Overdrive app from the library, and it was just fantastic, and I just flew through it, and I'm really excited just to own it, and so I can still have all the things that I highlighted and stuff. Really excited. I really want to get to number 2 really soon. And it's basically about this guy, and he's telling his story, and this is just day 1 of his story. So the next book that I have to show you is an ARC, but I had pre-ordered it at one point, but then I figured I got an ARC, and it is Disconnect, the second book in the Iron Bulls MC series, and it has a banner over it, so you guys can go down below to see how it really looks. But the first book follows this girl, and MC stands for Motorcycle Club, and her ex had joined one and was just, so in order to get back at him, she was going to get with another member of the club, and that kind of backfires in the fact that she was trying to make the ex jealous, but she actually ends up liking the guy. So that's what it was about. It's really explicit and content for like language and like bound chicka wow wow stuff happening, so you have to decide whether or not that is up your alley and whether or not you can take that. But I was really excited, and I just flew through this book. I loved it. It's in installments, so it's following the same couple, and we have like each like installment. We have like at least 2 more installments till we find out everything, and I'm just like, it's killing me. And I'll link my review down for the first one and the second one down below. So the next book that I got was Half a King by Joe Abercrombie, and again, this one was $1.99 on the Kindle, and I just couldn't resist because I've been wanting to read it. It follows this boy, and he was born with a crippled hand, I believe, and then his father, who was a king, doesn't really think he's worth anything, like king material, so he's destined for the monastery. But then his older brother and his dad dies, and then he has the throne, and he's like, he really wants to prove himself, but then like he's betrayed by another member of his family who wants the throne for themselves, and I guess he gets sold into slavery maybe or something. Maybe I'm just imagining that, but then he has to fight for control of it, and I really am looking forward to this. I've been wanting to read it so much. The next book that I got is actually a trilogy. You guys will probably know Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor, and then I got Days of Blood and Starlight, and then we got Dreams of Gods and Monsters. Now, you guys, I own the first 2 in the physical form, but I couldn't resist when I saw that they were each $1.99 on the Kindle, and I was hoping that maybe it will make me read it faster. But this one has some angels and demons, I guess, that are going on. That's all I really know about it, so I'm really looking forward to it. I've heard great things, and I'm glad. See, I just like to read stuff on my Kindle, so I don't have to carry the physical book around, because I'm shameful like that. The next thing, and plus I can highlight and write notes, and just not all my physical books, so that's great. The next book that I got already, I also own in physical form, and it is Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel, and if for some reason any of these still are cheap, I'll link them down below for you guys. And this one is a post-apocalyptic novel, and plague had went through like Earth, I believe, and then so we follow a person before it happened, and then afterwards when they're traveling in a circle, and I can't remember if it's a girl or a guy who's the main character, so it's been a while since I read the synopsis. The next book that I have to show you guys is A Game of Thrones by George R. Martin. I do own a mass paperback of this one, but I figured, you know, big book, I'd rather have it on my Kindle, at least for the first go around, so I can highlight and take notes and stuff, so I'm really looking forward to that. And then we have, I really don't need to tell you what that is about, really. And then we have The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. And I know I got a weird look from one of my friends. She's just like, you own like 3 copies of that book. And I was like, well, now it's 4. So yeah, I love that book. And I actually started reading it, but then I was like, no, you gotta stop. You gotta read other stuff, because I've been trying not to reread as much, but I may give in after I catch up on my goal. The next book that I have is King by T.M. Frazier, and this one is an adult book, and it's like, you know, woman meets man, and dark. He had just got out of jail, and she has a secret that she's running away from, so they both got issues, and I'm really looking forward to this one. I think it's more on the erotic and dark side of things, like more like a dark kind of thing, so but I heard good things, so I'm looking forward to it. And then I got Just a Bit Twisted by Alexandra Hazard. I saw this for $1.99, and I had previously read like a prequel short story in this one, and the author said that the same couple from that one would make appearances in the other couple's book, so I was like, I'm all for this one. But this one specifically follows the student, and he's on a scholarship, but he's like taking care of his sister or like siblings. I think it's just one, I'm not sure, but he is kind of failing one of the classes, and he needs it really to keep his scholarship and to keep going to college and stuff like that. So he makes a deal with the professor or something, and it kind of turns into something more. And I think this one is definitely more on the erotic side than anything. So his professor is really known for being a hard ass too. So yeah, there's that. Then we have Unbeautiful series, books 1 and 2 by Jessica Sorensen, and this falls more to the new adult category. So, you know, boy meets girl, girl meets boy. They each have a dark past in this one. So I haven't heard too much about it, so if you guys have read it, you let me know. But it was like $1.99, and so it's cheaper just to get this together than it would have to get it separately. And then the next thing that I have is Wizard's First Rule by Terry Goodkind, and I own the physical copy. I actually own like the first 9 books in the series, and they're just as big, if not bigger, than the Game of Thrones. They're like 700-800 pages each. So that's gonna be great, but I'm glad I got the first one on the Kindle, because I promised myself when the TV show is out, after I watched the first season, and then I said I'm not gonna start the second one, or before the second one starts, I'm gonna read the first book, and it just never happened all these years. Yeah, so, and the sad thing is I own like 2 physical copies of this book, so hopefully this will make me more motivated to read it. Well, miracles can happen, you guys. So the next book that I got to show you is End of Days by Susan E. This one was like $1.99. I believe it is the 3rd and final book in the End of Days series. I believe it's supposed to be 7 books at one point, but it ended up being a trilogy, but that's okay. I think it follows like it's a post-apocalyptic angel series. I've heard really good things, so hopefully I will like it, because I own the whole series on my Kindle, because at one point or another they were all like $1.99, so I decided to get them then. Then the next book that I have is The 5 Stages of Andrew Barclay by Sean David Hutchinson. And I was really excited to see this one for $1.99, because it's one of the ones that I've really been wanting to get, and I was contemplating buying the physical copy sometime soon at least, but then I saw it on there and I was like, yay, so happy. So it follows this boy, and his parents die, and his little brother dies, and he's just like feeling like life isn't really worth it. He's just kind of like roaming around the hospital, I guess, for some weird reason. And then this other boy comes in, and he has like burns or whatever, and then they start to bond, I guess, after a while, and he's thinking that maybe there's hope after, but then they still have like all these issues to get through. So I'm really looking forward to that. I may wait until October to read it, because for the #Yearathon is LGBT month, so I might wait until then so I can read something that has to do with the theme. The next book that I have is the Decadence After Dark series. It's the first 3 books, and this is a trilogy, and I think they have one more that's either a spin-off or a prequel or something, or follows a guy's point of view, and this one is an adult erotic series, I believe, from what I can know. This woman, her boss has a party. She goes to the party. She meets a guy there who's not all what he seems. He's dark, you know, mysterious, that type of trope. And apparently he's into some freaky deaky stuff. So I was like 99 cents for the trilogy. If you look at it, it was like $1.99 for the first book, $2.99 for the other one, like $3.99. I was just like, this one's worth it, and I have pre-ordered it. So, because I wasn't sure if it was how long it would continue to be that price, but if it's still 99 cents, I'll link it down below for those of you who are interested. And then last but not least, wow, take a breath, ke-sha, we have The Gospel of Loki by Joanna M. Harris. Wow, did I get a lot of books that I already own. This one's like really bright. This one doesn't look like my cover at all, if I can. Yeah, there we go. This one follows like a telling of the Norse mythology, but all from Loki's point of view and stuff like that. So that is awesome. I had read a few pages, and I already knew that I was gonna have to stop and like at least update my Goodreads a lot, just so I could like remember stuff, like not remember stuff, but you know, like highlight quotes and stuff. But now I can do that from my Kindle, and it's gonna be so much more awesome. I'm so happy for The Gospel of Loki. So I believe those are all the ebooks that I have. I was going to show you some of the library books that I have, but they're basically I already own them. Oh, hold on. There is one more book that I had gotten for review that I want to talk to you guys about. It is Mad About the Hatter by Dakota Chase. And I got this one from NetGalley, and it follows, it takes place after like Alice in Wonderland, and apparently Alice had a little brother in this, and he never believed the sister about the whole thing until he enters Wonderland himself, and him and the Hatter are kind of like not getting along, and then they kind of do and bond. So it's a relationship between him and the Hatter, and you know, I always like the Hatter, so this is going to be so interesting, and I probably will read this one for LGBT month in October as well. So those are all the books that I have to show you. I bought a lot more ebooks than I thought. I actually missed some when I was first going over it, and then I was like looking through it. So hopefully I haven't missed any others, but you guys let me know down below if you guys have read any of these books before, these graphic novels, and what do you guys think about them? Which book are you most interested in? What books have you bought in the last 2 months that you're excited to get to, and which one you think I should get to sooner? It's good to see you and talk to you guys, and yes, got blue hair. What? Well, technically I didn't dye my hair. I put braids in and had some that were blue, so that was awesome. Thanks to my friend who stayed up with me until 4 o'clock in the morning doing it for me, so awesome. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.